Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be the start of a reading vlog, and this is going to be a reading vlog for the Summerween readathon. This is not the best lighting. It's currently July 1st, almost 10 o'clock at night, so this readathon starts tomorrow, July 2nd through July 8th, which I didn't put that on here. Anyway, so I'm filming this now before it is July 2nd, just so that I can talk about the books I want to read, you know, all that. So I don't have a set TBR for this readathon. I have piles of books right here that I want, well, because I am a mood reader. I can't really do like a set TBR because I don't know what I'm going to be really in the mood for. And sometimes when I put a set TBR, it's like in a way forcing me, and I hate being like forced to do something, and then so it just makes me not want to read it. So there's that. So I have a lot of books here. I could have pulled more. I have so much on my shelves because I read these types like yearly, not just like for Halloween or for like this readathon, but like yearly. This is just the type of books I like to read. So I'm just gonna go over some of the books here I have for options that would fulfill the prompts. And then I'll also tell prompts. So there are 5 prompts, but one of them isn't really like a reading prompt. So that one is bake or make a drink to go with your spooky read. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for that one, but I guess you'll see it in the vlog when I do decide on what to do for that. But for right now, let me just show you some of the options I have for this readathon. Excuse my hair, it's still wet from the shower, so it's like, and this lighting is like horrendous. Anyway, so I have Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. This one is really interesting. I also love like this book is unique. Also too, like the way it's written, because it's okay. So when I first heard about this, I thought it was like their version of IKEA, but that's wrong. IKEA does exist in this world, but this is like you know how there's Target and then there's Walmart. Target's more like the higher end, but not really, because there are some good deals at Target. But anyway, Target's like the higher end and Walmart's like the cheaper end, you know. That's basically this. IKEA is kind of more like the higher end, and this place, which I believe is called Orsk, yeah, Orsk, is more like the cheaper end. So there's that. And I do like this because it's kind of like a catalog, home delivery forms, where everything's at. I don't know, I just really like it. And then throughout it has, yeah. So basically, I like the covers, like, and then the back. So basically what I know about this kind of reminds me of, was it Night at the Museum, but like horror, because that's basically what this one is. These people that some stuff is going on here overnight, so some people that work here volunteer to stay overnight to see what's going on, and it's a horror, so scary stuff happens. I don't know too much about that, just that aspect of it. Yeah, I think that's interesting, and I kind of like the way like the book is actually like how it is, how it's written, all that. So I'm interested in this one. The other one that's also kind of different is Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro. This one is also a movie. I've seen the movie. The movie's pretty creepy. Not like, I mean, it's just creepy. This is the Labyrinth of the Fawn, and yeah. This one also too has pictures. I mean, also too, like just where the words are. It has like these pictures on the sides of trees, but it also, if I can find one, also has pictures. I'm like, look at this one. He's in the movie. He's freaking creepy. But he's not a bad guy. He's just creepy. So I haven't seen the movie in a while, and the movie's actually in Spanish. So if you want to watch it, either put the subtitles on or English dub. But it's a good movie nonetheless, even in Spanish, because it's set in Spain. And I believe like something about, so there's this like world, like fantastical kind of world, but I guess like the princes in this world like disappeared, went missing, whatever. And then we go to our world and we see this woman and her daughter, and the woman marries a general who's really a bad guy. And the girl is supposedly the long lost princess, or like a reincarnation of the long lost princess or something like that. And so she gets like drawn to this world because she's the reincarnated of the long lost princess and everything. There's more to it. I haven't seen it in so long. Kind of forgot some of the gist, but I remember when I did watch it, it was pretty creepy. Just like the way the characters looked too was pretty creepy. Like, yeah, it's like pretty creepy. I don't know how it's gonna be in the book, so we'll see about that. Why is it flashing already? Like, what the heck? Okay, the next one's for paranormal. I have Charlie Travesty, book 1. This one is a bind up of these 4 books. They were kind of like small, like novellas sort of, and like put it into one book, and it's basically about vampires. I don't know too much about it, just like when you turn a certain age, you wake up and you have different eye colors, and those eye colors tell you where you're gonna end up, or kind of like what you're gonna do, kind of like, you know, stuff like that. And then our main character wakes up with a color that is kind of bad. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know too much more about it, and yeah, I just want to go in and vampires. Love vampires. Then the next one along that line is the Southern's Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires. This one's also too by Grady Hendrix, and this one I've heard really good things about. I've had this on my shelf for a while. I've been wanting to pick it up. I think I tried to, but I don't think I was in the mood for it at the time. It's set, I believe, in the 80s. I could be wrong. Or 70s. No, 1988. So it's set in the 80s, and it's about this book club, and then like they get like this neighbor, but he turns out to be a vampire. It's not your typical vampire. Like, he's like actually like dangerous, and like they're trying to like get rid of him, trying to kill him and everything. But also is a social commentary, I believe, and all that about in this time period and everything. So it just sounds really good, and I can't wait to pick it up. I like this cover too. It's really pretty. This is also too fit for Halloween colors on the cover, just because these are kind of like orangey and then black. Then after that, I also just like love murder mysteries, so I want to get to The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I've had this one for a while, and it basically takes place at a what do you call those, like a retirement village with old people, and I guess there's a murder mystery that needs to be solved, and the old people do it, and it just sounds really good. I like murder mysteries. So the next one, this is like I really want to get to this, so I'm hoping I do, and that is The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. This is an anticipated release. It's the 4th book in the Truly Devious series, or what I like to call it, a spin-off, because it does take place with the same characters, but kind of like a different storyline than the original trilogy, because it kind of moves on from that storyline to like afterwards. So it is still in like the same series, because it's in the same world, the same characters, but it's a little different too. So I can't wait to get this. I've heard really good things about this too, like it's darker than Truly Devious, so happy about that. The next one is Book of the Month, The Maidens by Alex McGlades. This one also, just like the cover seems dark, but it's also like a dark academia murder mystery. Our main character thinks one of the professors is a murderer, and she's trying to like prove it and stop him and everything. And it's also kind of like a Persephone in Hades. Has like a little hint of that in a way. My battery cut out, so that's my dog. My battery cut out, so sorry about that. On to the last stack, because there's a lot. So I want us to get to My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. So I have like 3 Grady Hendrix books on here, so hopefully I can get to at least 1. But this one is, I love this cover. I don't know if you can see that well, because like it's like a 80s horror. It's supposed to be like a VHS tape sort of. But yeah, I just love how it is. It just, yeah, be kind, please rewind, and it just looks so like vintagey. I don't know, I just love this cover so much. I've also heard good things about this. So, and it's about an exorcism. So yeah, one of the books I want to read in the dark would have to be would have to be Romina by Junji Ito. I actually have 2 other books by Junji Ito that I need to read. So literally any of his books, because he's a horror manga writer. So, but this one's pretty short, so I was thinking this one for the read in the dark, and I think I did kind of start this just like the beginning just to see how it is. But I also too have Tomi that I need to finish. I need to finish Tomi. I'm like halfway through Tomi. And then also this one. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna even try to. But I have this one too. Also by Junji Ito. And I also did start this one, so I need to like finish a lot of these. So maybe I would read some of these because they're mangas. So I can get through them pretty quickly. And yeah, I just kind of want to read a lot in 1 week. That was like 2. I want to honestly read a lot in 1 week, but we'll see what I get to. Next one is None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. This one looks very bloody, like from the cover. This one comes across as Silence of the Lambs for YA. So it had me a Silence of the Lambs. I love Silence of the Lambs. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Love it. So yeah, it really does follow along Silence of the Lamb, but with teens, young adults. So it's a little different, but kind of I guess has like a different version of Hannibal Lecter, because that's who is in the original one is Hannibal Lecter. They have to go to him for help to solve a case. Buffalo Bill, one of the profilers, goes to him and he kind of like starts messing with her too and everything, and it's just so good. So yeah, as soon as I heard that this was like Silence of the Lamb YA style, I had to get it, so I got it, and I can't wait to read it. And of course, because it's YA, it's big font, so maybe I might pick this one up and I'll go through it pretty quick. It is almost 11. It's 10:53. It is, if it will focusing on my picture, 10:53, July 1st. So I'm gonna try to figure out what book I want to start with when it turns 12, so I can start reading it for the readathon, because that's when it begins. Oh, some of these I've had on my shelves for a while and I kind of want to get to them. I just don't know which one I want to start with. We'll see if I even stick to this pile of suggestions. But yeah, okay, sorry y'all. Well, I just got Sonic. I'm literally here at Sonic. I don't know if you can see that. I'm literally in a stall. I just came to pick up this. I got a blue raspberry slush with Nerds, and then my dad got this big one that's a strawberry with Nerds, and then we got some food. So my dad got a burger, my mom got some tots, I got corn dog and some mozz sticks because I love mozzarella sticks. So yeah, I'm gonna drive home, drop this food off with my parents. Why are they throwing shit around? Anyway, and then go to Target to pick up some stuff. And I need to get my AirPods. I forgot my AirPods. I'll do that when I get home. But I also started, what's the name? What's this one? What's it called? None Shall Sleep or something like that. It's the one that's like a YA Silence of the Lambs. I just started that. It's pretty interesting so far. I mean, it just started, and like one of the FBI agents went to one of the main characters, like, hey, can you like come work with us for a little bit? And she's like, I just got like out of a traumatic event, so like no. But then she goes and works with them, so we'll see. But we only met one of the main characters. I think we're about to meet the second one. They're both kind of been in traumatic events. So the main one, she survived a serial killer. I think the other one kind of did too. I haven't gotten to his point of view, so I don't know, but in the synopsis it says 2 serial killer survivors, so I'm guessing. But this one, she would have been the 10th person that the serial killer killed, but she fought back and was able to escape, and so now she's just reeling from that because it's traumatic. And then the other one, they kind of vaguely talked about the guy, but I think like his father was killed by a serial killer, and then maybe he would have been, but he got out of it. I don't know too much. We haven't gotten to his point of view yet, or like to meet him yet, so when we get there we'll see. I'll keep you all up to date, but so far so good. They're gonna be they wanted to get them because they're teenagers, and they need teenagers to kind of go in to talk to teenage serial killers, because they won't talk to adults or the actual FBI people, and since they're technically not part of the FBI, maybe they'll talk to them.
and since they're teenagers too, maybe they can relate. And the main character, the one that we met so far, she is also too has a background in psychology. She's in school for that because she wanted to be like a pediatric psychologist or something. But I have a guess that maybe after this she's gonna want to go into the bureau and want to go to the behavioral analysis unit. We'll see about that. Because they said that they can either go back to what they were doing before or go into the bureau and like train for that or whatever they want. So we'll see how it goes. And it's supposed to be like, they also kind of mentioned a serial killer so far, because they're like, there's 2 bodies found somewhere and the guy was just like waiting on forensics to come back. So I think they're interviewing these teen serial killers because there was one that they're trying to catch. So it's just like the movie, they had to go question Hannibal Lecter because they're trying to find Buffalo Bill. So if I spoiled anything for the movie, I'm sorry, but you should still watch it. It's really good. Now I gotta get home to get this food and so go to Target, but I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.
Then Mr. Barlow was there, and everyone was talking, and he was pulling Gretchen up and leading her to the front office, handling her carefully. Wallace was going back to his friends, getting away from the scene of the crime, pulling Margaret along behind him. People started approaching the site of the disaster, but before they could get close, Abby snatched the volleyball shirt out of her bag and covered the pile of throw-up. As she dropped her jersey over the white puddle, she could have sworn she saw some of the black feathers squirming slowly and unfolding, curling around each other as if they were alive. Parents just don't understand.
I just got home. Again, sorry about the air. It's freaking hot. It says it's 94. But sometimes the car is hotter because it like sits in the heat. So it's close. It shows it is 93, which is still pretty hot. So especially here in San Antonio because it's in the south, so it's hot. But I did want to show you something. I forgot to show you, but I'm using a purse that's perfect for this readathon. And it's one of my favorite purses that I got. I forgot when I got it. I got it this year, but I forgot when. But look how cute this is. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas. It has Jack and Sally right there, and it has all these other characters here. So cute. So this is my bag I was using today. Perfect for the readathon. In the back, it has like a heart with all these bats that says J and S for Jack and Sally, and then it has the Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton, Disney. What are these called? The Loungefly brand. It's from that brand. It doesn't say it on here, but it's from the brand. I just love their stuff. They're so cute. So yeah, I was using this one today. I freaking love it. I was just listening to the audiobook of my best friend's exorcism. So let's see. Almost 3 hours into this, reading it 2 times the speed of a almost 10-hour audiobook. I'm currently at my house. So let's go inside and I'll update y'all some more. But I just want to show you my bag, and I've been listening to the audiobook in my car. I'm vlogging.
Say hi. I look terrible.
Hey everyone, update. As you can see, we have this lighting again, and I have my reading glasses on, which I need to start wearing because I haven't been wearing, and my head's been hurting. It's been hurting my eyes. So I have a little bit of an update, not a lot. I was doing some work before I started reading, but then I started reading None Shall Sleep, and I am over 100 pages into this. So pretty decent so far. It's going by pretty quick because I like it. I'm enjoying it. It is very reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs, and I really like that, but more YA. Like, it is different. It's not like that, but it's reminiscent of it. I am also to 100 pages in my best friend's exorcism, and I was, sorry if you can hear my dog, I was listening to the audiobook for this one and physically reading it. The dog was like right there. Anyway, so yeah, I am over 100 pages into this one as well. This one, which is Box in the Woods, I am like 50 pages in, so it could be more. This one I'm going kind of slow. I don't know, like, it's just kind of, I guess I'm hesitant with this one, but I've heard that it was really good, so I'm going to continue reading it. But right now I'm more kind of into these two, so I'm going to continue with these two. Soon going to pick up Ramina. I'll probably do this one for reading in the dark because it's dark out. It's like almost 10, and it's dark, but I just have the lights on so I can read, and it's be atmospheric, and I have like a ASMR fireplace going, as you can see in my glasses. The first day and I still haven't even finished anything. Like, I want to read a lot of these, but I'm kind of in that weird mood where I want to read but I also don't, or like I'm just like kind of tired, or like I want to read but I just don't know what, and so that's kind of making me in a slump because I don't know exactly what I'm in the mood for, and I'm in the mood for basically all of these. I just don't know which ones to start with first, so that's also getting me in the mood. But I'm also getting really tired, and it's already 10 o'clock, and I know why I'm getting like this. It's almost the time of the month, and I always get so tired during the time of the month, like super tired. Like, I'm always sleeping. I'm just so out of it. Like, my body is just so so I think that's why, because it's almost the time of the month and I'm getting really sleepy, so that sucks. But I'm gonna try my best to push through best I can. I'm thinking of maybe going to bed early because I was going to bed late and then sleep in, and then I just feel even worse with that because I feel so groggy. I'm hoping you guys can hear me because I'm like talking really low, but I always feel so groggy and everything when I go to bed late and then sleep in. So I'm gonna try to go to bed early, which might work because I'm freaking tired, and then kind of wake up early to kind of feel more refreshed and more like there's more time in the day to do more stuff, and just feel like, I don't know, I always feel like when I wake up early I feel like I can get more stuff done, like I feel more productive and everything than if I wake up noon or after. Then I feel like the day's already over with, what more is there to do? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably read some more of this one or listen to this audiobook while I kind of lay down. I'll wake up and I'll continue reading. My dog is just walking around. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's just standing right there. He looks so freaking creepy. No? He's so weird. Cooper. Come here. Nope. Okay, he don't love me. No, I'm just kidding. He probably needs to go out. So he's like right there by the stairs and like right here by me. He's like, I need to go. So let's see what I get to. I will update y'all when I have more to update. I'm sorry that this vlog is turning out not really be a good vlog in the beginning. I'm hoping to read more so I can update y'all. Hey everyone, this is probably bad lighting because the window's right behind me. It's just an update. It's 11:54 in the morning on July 3rd. This is bad lighting. Okay, there we go. I'll just do it this way. And I have 100 pages left of None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marnie. So I actually stayed up pretty late last night. Oh, actually I took a nap. Okay, so I went to bed like around 12, and then I woke up around like 3:34. And I stayed up from there to read, so I read most of the night, and then it was like maybe close to like after 8 or 9 when I kind of took a nap. I was on a live, well, I was watching a live, not on it. I was watching a live on Steph's channel with pretty much like everyone on there, and I was reading on there, and then like I started getting tired, so I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. So I was still on the live, but then I just decided to like take a nap, and I was taking a nap while the live was still going, and that live was going for like ever. I woke up around like, I kept on waking up, but it was like around 11 when I kind of fully woke up, and they were still on live, and I was like, what the heck? And they started at like 6 a.m. for me, but it was not there because they were in the UK. But still, it was like crazy. So I was watching that, and then I woke up and I decided to read some more. So I still got 100 pages left. Like, I am so close to finishing this. So I'm gonna finish that pretty soon. The live for the whatever-a-thon is about to happen at noon, so like in 5 minutes, so I can see who won. I was on team, I think, Dreams and Drama Queens, I think that, and so I'm gonna see who won. This isn't the best update because like I literally just kind of woke up again and the lighting is bad, but yeah, that's my update. I have a party today to go to. It's my dad's co-workers party because one of their co-workers passed away a year ago from COVID, and so it's like the year anniversary of the passing. So they're kind of getting together to remember him and everything. So I'm gonna be his designated driver, so if he does drink, he doesn't have to drive. I'll update y'all when I have something more to update. Hey everyone, so I just did my makeup, as you can see. Something simple for today. I am almost done with this book. I got like 40 pages left. It's really good. I didn't see some of the twists coming. Like I guess I kind of knew something, because like from the movie Silence of the Lambs, I was wondering if they were gonna kind of do some stuff similar, and I guess it kind of did in a way, not like fully, because it's not like exactly like it. So they kind of did it similar in a way, but different also. But I just hate, this is the other thing, like I love reading books about like police procedure and FBI stuff, but the one thing I hate is all that FBI bureaucracy crap. Like it drives me crazy, because like they could have avoided a lot of the stuff that happened and captured the killer earlier on if the higher up just listened to like the people kind of like lower, or like the two main characters, teenagers who aren't really technically in the FBI, but they were kind of like assisting them with some stuff. But they kind of caught on the case, and they're really smart and caught the leads and everything. So I'm like, what? That's what irritates me so much, because they just don't want to admit that someone else is smarter than them. Anyway, I gotta get going to the party, so I will update y'all when I finish this, when I get back, and what else I've read. Bye everyone. I'm back. It's currently, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, focus. Yeah, like my new wallpaper I put on just for this readathon, because I just love it, so pretty. It's 11:08 on July 3rd. So yeah, I got back like maybe like an hour ago, and I just finished None Shall Sleep, and I also started a manga while I was at the party. But the party was so fun. Like I drank, so but I didn't get drunk or anything. Like I wasn't even tipsy. I only had like 4 drinks and I was still fine. I was also a designated driver, so I couldn't drink a lot, but or else I would have drank more. But yeah, I just had like a few drinks. We had food. There was so much food. It was so good. You know, there's desserts, there was games, there's just like talking, laughing, you know, all that. It was just a really good time. I also just started a manga. It is Nightmare Before Christmas manga. I don't know right there if you can see that, but this manga, I didn't know that they made it into a manga, but I guess they did. So I'm reading that, and I'm reading that for read a book in the dark, because it's dark out, it's nighttime and it's dark here. I just have like kind of a light on right now. I'm feeling bad, kind of dim it because it's on my phone. Well, yeah, I just have it on right now so I can make this clip. But yeah, I'm really tired. I just finished one book, and I'm probably gonna finish this manga before I go to bed, and then I go to bed because I'm gonna wake up early. I'm so freaking tired because I partied. I know, like, it was fun though. It was really fun. So yeah, I have more time to read tomorrow. I'll continue my best friend's exorcism on audiobook tomorrow. I'll be driving, so I'll have time to do that, and I won't be really doing much tomorrow, so plenty of time to read. But yeah, so far I've got one down, and I'm gonna finish this manga pretty soon because it's really short. And yeah, and the manga is pretty interesting. Like, it's literally following the movie. It's like kind of the movie, but like a little bit faster pace, and it's not like the singing in it. Like, it's like the parts where the singing was in the movie, in the manga, more dialogue sort of in a way, and not really like the song. So it's different in that sense because it's not a movie, so it's fine. Excuse my hair. My hair is a mess because it was so hot today. Oh my gosh, because it rained. So when we were driving over there, I got on one of the highways going over there, 410, if you know what that is. I don't know if that leads out of where I live, but yeah. Anyway, when I got into one of the main highways, 410, it started freaking coming down so hard. It started pouring, and then when we got to the house, it was still raining really hard, so we just kind of sat there and kind of waited it out. And then it stopped raining, and then that's when we went in, and it didn't rain after that, but it got so humid. I hate when it rains here, because sometimes, okay, here in Texas, sometimes when it rains, it'll be really nice and breezy and cool and beautiful. But then other times when it rains, it'll be really sticky and humid and gross. And I just hate it so much. And this one was the bad kind. It only rained for like maybe like 10-15 minutes, maybe a little longer. And then it didn't rain after that anymore, even though it said it was supposed to. It didn't. It just like kind of stayed dark. And then it was just so humid. They had like fans out because it was like either outside or inside, and we went kind of back and forth, and they had like fans out and everything, but it was still so hot. But the food and the alcohol made up for it. But yeah, so I had fun. I need to take off my makeup. It's looking really crusty. My lashes are still going strong though. But yeah, I'm just really, my hair, what is my bangs doing? I literally have no clue. Anyway, yeah, I'm really tired. I want to get in bed, get in cozy clothes, get nice and cuddle up because it's cold in my room, and lay in my bed, read the manga, watch some YouTube because Mel just put up her Summerween reading vlog, so I need to watch that. I need to catch up on some of the YouTube videos, and then I'm going to knock out like so bad because I gotta wake up early also, so I can also continue reading. But yeah, that's my update. It's kind of long. Oh, let me talk about the book I finished, None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney, I believe. Yeah, I don't have the dust jacket on. I took it off because I was reading it, but yeah, None Shall Sleep. This one was actually pretty good. It was, I keep on saying this, but it was very reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs. But of course different. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But there's one part at the end that kind of happened in the movie, but different. That makes any sense. It was kind of gruesome. Not like gruesome, because I was like expecting it. I've seen it in the movie. But it's different in the movie, because in the movie it's, I don't even know how to explain it without really spoiling the book or the movie. But something happened in the book that also happened in the movie, but under different circumstances, in a different way, if you get what I mean. I don't know if I know what I mean. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, I wasn't sure that was gonna happen, or like I didn't know that was gonna go about that way. So I mean, I'm kind of happy that it did happen, because it just made it like a whole other level. Because I was like, I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, and it was so descriptive and bloody. I was like, so warning, there's a warning, like, come on, it's about serial killers in here, some warning, but not like that. There's also a warning for animal abuse in this, not like really vaguely, because they don't really like show it. They just kind of talked about it, because one of the serial killers that they're interviewing, they said that when they were kids he shot their dogs, and it basically just said that, like, it didn't really go into detail or anything, or like show it happening, but it just basically said that. And it's because that's one of the like signs of serial killer tendencies. Like, a lot of serial killers started off killing animals. Like, that's one of the signs. And he did that, so I was like, well, it makes sense because he's a serial killer now. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going now because I'm tired. I want to take off my makeup, get cozy, find out where my dog is. He abandoned me. Have my dog come cuddle with me, and then we're gonna read. I don't know if I'm gonna read anything else tonight, but I'm gonna read the manga and then just go from there. Hey everyone, this lighting is not the best. Excuse the noise. Those are fireworks. It's 4th of July. What do you expect? I am a little bit over halfway through my best friend's exorcism, and it's okay. I'm liking it. I'm not like loving it like everyone's talking about. It's not like a 5-star, like, oh my gosh, but I'm liking it. I'm liking the 80s vibes, the references. It's
vibes. It's giving me vibes of you know, those 80s movies, especially like The Exorcist and all that. There's some stuff that like so reminiscent of the 80s that's like annoying me, but I'm like, that was back in the 80s. Like people are so naive and just like don't want to believe anything because like, you know, adults back then too, especially when it came to like teenagers and kids and everything. So yeah, that was a loud one. My dog is so scared right now. He's been so clingy. I don't even know if you can hear me right now because those are so loud. It's literally like right here. I haven't really read much lately. I've been listening to the audiobook of this and I'm almost 200 pages in, so I have like a little over 100 pages left. And then I have to, it was like right outside, I started The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I feel like I have to talk louder because this was so loud. They weren't that loud before. It's gotten worse. It's literally almost 10 o'clock at night and they're still going. But anyway, yeah, I started The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I'm like maybe 40 pages into this. So far, so good. Kind of started off already, like, it's just setting it up. A body's already been found, so it's getting there. I'm liking the vibe so far already, so we'll see how it goes from here, if it continues. But I'm kind of in a weird mood right now. I'm kind of like not really feeling anything. Like I started so many books and I'm like in the middle. Those are so loud. I'm so sorry. And I am not really feeling any of the books like I'm reading or starting. I'm kind of in the reread mood. Those are so loud. Oh my gosh. I'm in a reread mood. I feel like I have to talk louder because those are like so freaking loud. No wonder my dog's freaking shaking. I don't know why. I feel like rereading Stalking Jack the Ripper. I love this series so much. And it's serial killers, so it fits the theme. It's pretty dark and gruesome too, and I just love it. This one, oh my gosh, I don't even know how this clip is gonna turn out, so I'm so sorry to y'all. But I was annotating my paperback copies, and this one doesn't even have a lot of annotations, while the other 3 has like so much. So I feel like I need to, like, I did this when I was starting to get into annotating, so I didn't really know how to. And then there was like a practice, and then I started getting the hang of it, so I annotated the other ones, and then that's when I was able to annotate those more. But I feel like rereading this, because it's also too, because I've read it, this was probably my 3rd or 4th time rereading it, because I've read it so many times. I feel like it will also go faster, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm in the mood for this. Even though I need to get to books I haven't read yet. That's why I didn't want to reread anything, because like I could have. I had other options too, like Counting in a Cornfield. I kind of wanted to reread that because it's just like, it's good horror vibes. But I really needed to get to books I haven't freaking read that's been on my shelves for a while. This I got probably Christmas time. Yeah, I think I got it for Christmas. So it's been on my shelves for probably like 7 months. Because it was Christmas, and then, yeah. This one is a newer one, but still, I still haven't read it, and I've read Stalking Jack the Ripper, so it's like, which one should I be prioritizing? The ones I haven't read, but I'm not. Okay, I'm trying to find a good lighting for this, but it is not working. It's like too bright. Okay, I think it's right here. We'll have to do. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that, but I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, catch up on some people's vlogs and some other ones that posted, and then maybe I might find something on my Kindle. Well, this is not my Kindle, this is my iPad mini, but I also use this one. The Kindle me and my mom share, but she uses that when she works nights, and she's working tonight, so she's gonna be taking that one. I'm just gonna go back to a reread. But anyway, this clip is so long. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Hey everyone, update. Again, bad lighting. But I just want to update y'all. Currently 3:30 in the morning. I have an update. I started stalking Jack the Ripper and I'm annotating it. Like, look at all those tabs. Oh my gosh. I am this far in, 120 something pages. It's going by pretty quickly. And okay, so the thing is, I did annotate this before, but it was kind of when I was first getting into annotating, and so I didn't really know how I was doing it, how I wanted to do it, all that, and so it wasn't like done properly or well. Hey everyone, update. I haven't updated you all day. I've been kind of busy. It is currently 7:08 on July 7th, Wednesday, July 7th. So tomorrow's the last day of the readathon. I finished that book. I don't know if I talked about it, but that book I was reading on my Kindle. It was called Murder at Mornington Hall. And that is the first book to this one that I had. So yeah, so I then picked this one up. I haven't gotten that far into this. I don't know if I'm gonna continue with this. It's not that long, but it's just like the chapters are long and I hate long chapters, but it's still pretty interesting. So I don't know if I will continue with this or not, because but I did quickly go to Barnes & Nobles because I was in the area, because our nail salon that we go to is right next to Barnes & Nobles. While we were there getting coffee, I just quickly looked around, but I didn't give much time to actually go in the section, which my section is more like in the back because they moved everything around. The cafe, they always have a book on sale like for $5 if you purchase something from the cafe, and we were purchasing coffee, so that worked. And there was this one, and the title caught me, but then when I read the synopsis, it even intrigued me even more, and that is 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Ralph. First of all, this title, this cover, it drew me in. It says 1 killer, 13 victims, a million views. And then on the back, it says you have to murder at least 3 people to be called a serial killer. The Magpie Man is looking for his 14th victim. So basically follows this girl. When she was 7, her mother was murdered by the Magpie Man, and her mother was the first victim, but not the last. So now it's 10 years later, and they still haven't caught the killer. And she applies to an internet reality show where she's going to be filmed once a week for a whole day. All her social medias, texts, and personal interactions will be seen by everyone. And this is her chance to remind the public of what she has lost and finally find clues to help lead her to her mother's killer. And so when the show starts airing, she becomes public property. Her life is an open book, and then anonymous text message starts to come in to her. Like, she starts receiving anonymous text messages, and then she realizes that it's the Magpie Man and he's watching her. And this is what I liked about this book. It says here, told in short, intense chapters. So they're like super short, which I really like. Her story is about risking everything to uncover a killer before he can strike again, even if she might be his next victim. So I don't know, that just sounded intriguing. So I was like, I'll pick it up and maybe I'll read it now for the readathon. But we'll see. I mean, it's pretty thick. But it's only 378 pages, and they're really short chapters. Like, literally, like, look at this. This is a whole chapter right here, so I feel like it could go fast. I'm already like 50 pages into this, and then I'm still listening to the audiobook for My Best Friend's Exorcism. I wasn't like too much into it, like, oh my gosh, I need to keep listening to it, this because it's good. It's kind of like, kind of slow, kind of eh. I am 66% the way through. I have 3 hours and 25 minutes left, but I listen around 2 times the speed. We'll see what that gets us. It's okay so far. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I read. Maybe the ending will get me a little bit closer there. But so when I have more to update, I will update y'all. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning. Hey everyone. So I look like a mess, so just ignore that. It is July 8th. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the last day of the readathon. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of reading done today, but I wanted to update y'all because I just got a package. and it was the pre-orders of the book sleeves for this readathon. They're so pretty. So this is the first one. It's so cute. It's pink and it has bats, little bats on it. It's a pocket, which I put the receipt in, but it's a pocket right here, and inside is black. It's really cute and everything. And then I also got this one, which has like these cute little skeletons with like flowers on them. My dog just growled. And I just think this one's super cute. Like that. And again, a pocket right here. And the inside's pink. So super cute. I love it. I love it so much. And they're both pretty big. So like that. So what I'm currently reading right now is 14 Ways to Die. Just pop that in there. So it's just funny how they come on the last day of the readathon. So yeah, I finally got them. Sorry, I have like a peppermint thing in my mouth. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get to reading now. Bye. I'm cold, sorry. Okay, anyway, everyone. This is probably gonna be the end of this vlog. I don't know how well this vlog turned out, but it is currently, I'm out of breath. I'm going up the stairs. 9:30 on July 8th, the last day of the readathon, and I have good news. I finished 3 books today. Well, some of them I was already in the middle of, so I just like finished them today. The first one I finished earlier was 14 Ways to Die. I guess I left that one in my room, so but I already talked about that. So I did finish that one first, and then I had to go do some errands and help my dad out with some stuff that we were fixing around the house. So while doing that, I was finishing up the audiobook for my best friend's exorcism, and I ended up finishing this one. I gave this one a 4 stars. I gave the other one a 4 stars. I gave all these 4 stars. So this one, a lot of people are saying that this one's like one of their favorites of Grady Hendrix. I can't say that. This is the only one I've read so far of Grady Hendrix, and I did like it, but it just wasn't feeling a 5-star for me. It was okay. I mean, it was good, but like I wasn't like, oh my gosh. But I did like it. I like the 80s vibes and creepy, like a lot of weird stuff happened, which like is to be expected with an exorcism or like when someone's possessed. There was even one part that kind of reminded me of a part in the movie The Exorcist, the original. It's even mentioned in this book too, which is really cool. And then there's a different part that kind of reminded me, it was a little different, but it kind of reminded me of a part in Poltergeist. I hate that part, but it's so good too. If you know what I mean with like that worm or like that tapeworm or whatever, I don't know what it is, but it's like the worm. And a scene like that happened in here. It was different obviously, but it just kind of reminded me of that scene in Poltergeist. I love Poltergeist, but anyway, yeah, so I liked it. It just, some parts were kind of like slow, or I don't know, it was just like okay, but I really enjoyed it overall. It was a good story with like just everything. I liked it, so I gave it 4 stars. And 14 Ways to Die was also 4 stars. I really did like that one. It also dealt with like grief and just like that whole thing, and just because she's wanting justice for her mom because she's waited 10 years for justice and still hasn't received it, and she's wanting justice, which is understandable, but also to the same time, like, she's just so focused on this that she's forgetting to also like to live her life, and her mom wouldn't want that. And so it's also her trying to like come to terms with that, try to figure out herself along the way, and everything. And it's about grief, and just it was really good. I really liked it. Then the last book I just finished a while ago is Ramina by Junji Ito. This is gonna be my horror book because he's a horror manga writer, and it's also kind of sci-fi-ish, so this will count for its Sci-Fi July for this month, and I'm kind of loosely participating in for after today for the next like 3 or so weeks. But yeah, I also give this one a 4 stars. It was pretty interesting. Like, this planet comes out from like a black hole, And then the scientist who like discovers it names it after his daughter Ramina, hence the title. And then it's starting to come. Why did that just get brighter? What was that me? I have no clue. Anyway, then it starts coming really fast towards Earth and all the other planets that's passing. It seems to consume them, and it's coming alarmingly fast, and everything. And they're getting concerned because it's getting closer and closer, and it looks like it's gonna like devour Earth, and then it ends up actually eating the moon, and then stopping for a little bit, but still kind of coming slower. And so they think that because Romina, the daughter, is the namesake of the planet, or like they named it after her, whatever, they have the same name, that she is like some kind of witch or whatever, calling the planet to come and eat Earth and destroy humanity and all this and that. So like we need to kill her and everything. I don't know where the logic went. But and they're saying like, oh, if we kill her, then it'll stop, it won't eat us, blah blah blah. Again, it's the end of the world. People's logic just goes out the window. The first one I read for this readathon was None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. This one is a YA, Silence of the Lambs, and it was so good. I really enjoyed it. This one I read was Nightmare Before Christmas, the manga. Again, this one was just basically the movie in a manga form, but it was really interesting and cool. That was my To Read in the Dark prompt. And then I reread Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, and I just love this book. I didn't realize how detailed, kind of like gruesome really it is, because it talks about like, so of course he's a serial killer, but it does talk about how he kills them, and like their intestines being like cut out of them, thrown over their shoulder. It's crazy. It does like vividly talk about that, so it's really dark in a way, but it's like YA. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then I read Murder at Mornington Hall by Clara McKenna. This was just like a murder mystery that's set kind of like in, I believe, like the late 1800s or early 1900s. I don't know the time period we're on. And it was cute. It had like a little romance in there too. But I just wanted something kind of light after reading Stalking Jack the Ripper, which was kind of gruesome. So I needed something light. So I read that one. And then after that, I read 14 Ways to Die, another book about a serial killer. There's like a theme here. This one was also too about serial killers. So I have a thing for serial killers. It's really weird. And then I read My Best Friend's Exorcism, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I read Ramina. So there's 7 books. So it's like a book per day, but I didn't read it like that. But I really think those are really good. It's really good for me. I'm just surprised. And then I got some good news today with the thing I had to do in the morning. Good news came back from it, and I'm so happy. I'm so relieved. I've been stressing over that for like over a year. For like a year and a half. It's been crazy. But anyway, that will be all for this readathon. I hoped you enjoyed. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.